Now to a new study that gives a little insight into the effectiveness of those popular weight loss drugs and how they stack up against bariatric surgery. In a new report, researchers from NYU Langone Health and Bellevue Hospital found that after a 2-year period, patients who underwent a bariatric surgery lost about 5 times more weight than those who had a prescription for weekly GLP-1 injections.
NBC medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar is here to break it all down with what it means. 5 times more sounds pretty striking. Take us behind the data, though.
Behind the scenes?
Yeah.
So yes, as you said in the intro, this was a study that wanted to compare the percentage of total weight loss in people who underwent bariatric surgery and people, and this is key, who had prescriptions for GLP-1 medication. And they studied this group of people, or they actually looked back at their data over a 6-year period, and they found that individuals who underwent bariatric surgery over a 3-year period lost about 23% of their total body weight, while the people who had the GLP-1 prescriptions only lost about 4%. Now, you may recall when we have reported on these clinical trial results of these medications, the results were higher, right? They were in the 15 to 21% range. So the study really highlights that what happens in a clinical trial might not actually be happening in the real world because people aren't always compliant with medications, obviously for various different reasons.
So I would assume, obviously, there are pros and cons to both the bariatric surgery versus the weight loss drugs. What are some of those pros and cons?
So think about it this way. A bariatric surgery, it's very, very effective. It's a one and done. And over one's lifetime, it could actually be more cost effective than taking a medication for the rest of your life. But the cons, of course, surgery is invasive. It can have some inherent complications, infection, nutritional deficiencies, and the like. For GLP-1 medications, of course, it's non-invasive. You take the medicine at home, but of course the price of the medication can be quite costly, and it's a chronic illness, obesity, so you're basically taking these medications for the rest of your life. So explanations as to why there's such differences, in addition to the fact that you're not in a clinical trial setting, patients lose insurance. They can no longer take the medication, or they're not maintained on a high enough dose to maintain the weight loss. So, and you know, this comes on the heels of another study just released last week that showed similar differences between GLP-1s in a clinical trial versus in the real world.
All right. Dr. Azar,
conversation. Have it with your doctor.
Thank you. By the way, for more on the results of this study, you can go to our website, today.com. And a reminder, if you are considering whether one of these weight loss options is right for you, always consult your doctor first.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.